Welcome guys to another YouTube video from Dragonbile. As you can see, it's a different character here. I've been asked from a number of players to do a basic tutorial on the lower level things to do. All the higher and the top tier things have been done and explained very well. It's the basics that, call it a noob. I mean, I was a noob. What we would need to know when we start off. How do we survive, especially in Scorched Earth? I mean, this is a torrid game. Much worse, much more difficult than the normal arc. So here we go, here's my little character. I wanted to start him off at a level 1, but what happened there is I thought I was recording. Meanwhile, it wasn't recording, it was streaming, and the stream quality was bad. So he has got some levels on. He's a level 18. Oh, and here's another upgrade or a level up for standing here doing absolutely nothing. I'm now 19. So basically what I want to do is say, right, here we go. I'm a level 1. Well, let's take this upgrade in any case now quickly. Get rid of that. Here I am. What do I do? Well, first things first, you get stuck right into it. Go for the berries. Go for the berries. This is a hot, arid world here. You want to collect as many berries as you can. And while you're at it, pick up the sand and the stones. This all helps with leveling up. I mean, you saw me. I was standing there doing absolutely nothing. And what happened? There we go. I got leveled up. Punch a bit of the cactus here. Look at that. I'm getting thatch. I'm getting some cactus sap. Something that I've really noticed that didn't happen before is look at my water hitting a cactus tree. That pushes my water level up. Now, when we started Scorched Earth back in September, you couldn't eat or drink cactus and get any water out. Now, by simply chopping it, we're getting water out. It's a major game changer. Makes it much more easy. Now, I don't know if it's a glitch. If it is a glitch, well, then obviously they'll fix it. So what we're going to do is we pick berries. We're getting the fiber that we need. By the way, these little trees like this, you pick them, you get some wood out of it as well. There we go, got wood. So now what we do is we go into the inventory, we push I. What we're going to do is we're going to go to craftables. And that's what you'll see. You'll see up there, there's a stone pickaxe. Double click on it or push craft item. There we go. It's crafting. Mind you, we clicked on the craftables. We're going to go back to the inventory item. And there we go. All the stuff we picked up and we smacked and we hit is all in our inventory. And there we go. Down the bottom over here. I've dragged it down. There sits our stone pickaxe. So there we go. I'm going to push the stone pickaxe, which is 1. There it comes. What am I looking for now? I'm looking for flint. We're going to chop away at the flint. There we go. What a rock. We're going to get some stone and flint and sand. We're going to carry on with this and on with this. When you level up, you're going to go back to inventory. And as you saw just now, you're going to have the pluses down the right hand side of your screen. You level up something. I prefer going health first on this, then going weight. And the reason for that is we die so often, I suppose. And it also gives you a fighting chance later on when you're busy with your melee, defending yourself against other animals. I mean, look how quickly the health is dropping. And that's basically because of the heat that I've got on here. We've got no clothes on, all those things. Prepare to die. Don't worry if you're going to die. It's not the end of the world. Carry on harvesting, smacking everything. Get those levels up. So there we go. So we got the next levels up. What would I have studied? Go to the Ingrams. And I would have gone to the hatchet. I would have studied the stone hatchet. Thereafter, after the stone hatchet, I would move along and get myself some primitive clothes. So here we go. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. This is just for illustration. Obviously, the higher you level up, then we go into your thatch door frames and your thatch building. This is just to build a general little house. Now I've built my little house already. And we can go and have a look at it. This is what my little house looks like. And we were attacked by a raptor, which I had to kill. So all you need to do is build a little house like this, just a 1x1. I'm going to open it up and show you inside. That on this side was a later addition. In the middle, it was just a little round building. See, I closed the door, and automatically on the left at the bottom you see it's still hot, but it's not killing me. I am not dying. Eat some of my berries that I collected. My water's still fine, my food's still fine. I'm a little bit hot, not too bad. That little man pink thing at the bottom corner is just saying that it's a heat wave out there. So yes, adobe is better. I have built a little adobe as we leveled on, and I can show you right now what the difference is. Look at the bottom left there, extremely hot again. Into the adobe, nothing. That's why everybody's racing to get adobe. But what I'm saying is, don't just think adobe all the time. These little thatch buildings do save your life. Alright, there it was very hot, and there we go, it's become a little bit cooler. We're going to go out again. So we're leveling up, we're carrying on, and now it's time to go to the crafting. You can see everything's red, meaning I haven't got what's necessary to craft what I've picked up. So I want to put on some armor. There's a shirt, I've studied it by the Ingrams, so it'll be over here at the craftables. It tells me all I need is fiber, 40 fiber. I'll click on it. Little hat, click on it, double click on it. On the pants it says I need 50 fiber. So what I'm going to do, run to the bushes and we push E. We just keep pushing it. Look at all the stuff we collected. 4 fiber, 2 berries. We're getting all different types of berries and stone. Don't worry, just keep on collecting. While you're doing that in the background, you're leveling up. If you die, so what? You haven't really got anything important on you. You can respawn at another random place. Doesn't matter, carry on. And I think we got enough fiber. We go back there, craftables, down to the bottom where it was, and I craft my pants. We go to the inventory, everything we've picked up, as well as the clothing that we've just made is there. I can double click on it and it'll go automatically across to the right. And we've now got a shirt, we've now got a hat, and we've got a pants. We haven't got to boots or anything like that yet. So what are we going to do now? We're going to put, and we're going to try and get ourselves a hatchet. Obviously, for a hatchet, you smack these stones because you're going to need flint, you're going to need stone. And it tells you over there. There we go. So we have studied this. Then where are we going to find it? We're going to find it at the craftables. We'll look for our hatchet down here. It's down there. Oh, so we still need thatch. So where do we get thatch? We push number 1 again. Any one of these cactus things like this, or the trees, the ones we were hitting earlier to get water. Notice our water's running low. I'm hitting it. I'm getting cactus sap. It's going into inventory. I'm also getting the thatch I'm needed. And look at that. Our water was picking up again. Don't worry about these diners. These are all the harmless diners. You've got to worry about the carnivorous diners that will be attacking you. So we push I again. We go to craftables. All we needed was, excuse me, all we needed was the thatch. We've got it now. I double click on it. And there we go. It's crafting it. Just to the left of craftables, inventory. We go over there. It would be over there, sorry, just because I had it in me before on my inventory. So you'll find it over there, and you can pull it down onto any one of these at the bottom over here, like that. So I normally put it on number 1 or 2. So why have we got the hatchet? Well, guys, if you're using your hatchet to hit stone, you get more stone and you also get more sand. If you're using your pickaxe, you get sand, flint and stone, but more flint. When we go to these, or to the sap, more sap and thatch, almost equal. Pickaxe, definitely more thatch. So either or have got a benefit. When you get to a tree, obviously the axe is going to give you more wood. This is a kind of tree, or a woody, call it a woody cactus maybe. And in here we get some good wood. Still get your cactus steps, still get your thatch, but we're getting some good wood out of this. All the way until it breaks down. Alright, and then don't get lost once you get a base. If you haven't got the base, it's no issue, because you're going to be running around, picking stuff, leveling up. It's no issue dying. But once you started setting up a base, try to remember where it is, Okay, so now what have we got? We've got our pickaxe, we've got our axe, we've got some kind of clothing. What shall we do next? Well, the higher you level up, the more Ingram points are going to open. When you get your Ingram points, me personally, I prefer getting a spear as well. While I study the spears, we've got Jerboas out here. Jerboa are the little, small, fluffy, furry, cute animals, but they pack a lot of meat in them and a lot of hide. Hide is going to be very, very important for you guys in the beginning. So the hide, we can make hide clothing later. We need to make sleeping bags if we don't want to lose our base later on, or a bed. I prefer going for the bed straight away, but you need leather for that. And to get these little buggers, you need to kill them. So the spear is definitely more of a better melee item than your axe or your pickaxe. However, and I'll show you, when you kill an animal, if you're going to hit with an axe, you're going to get more meat out. Same as what I was doing same as what was happening when I was hitting the cactus. With the axe, we got more sap. With the pickaxe, we got more fiber. Same as when you harvest an animal, that if you're using a pickaxe, more leather. If you're using an axe, you're going to get more meat. Alright, so first of all, it was the pickaxe, then the axe, then the spear, then I moved on to my clothing. Thereafter, I went on to the foundation so that I could have a thatch house, which to get away from danger, to run in and put and obviously rest and get away from the weather conditions. But after all of this, I skipped everything when we went on, and when I was at the correct level, I created a mortar and pestle. Now this is really important. The mortar and pestle I put inside our little thatch base, and I put it on the ground. So what you'll notice, and I'll take out what I put in there just now, what you'll notice is that it's got spare capacity, little empty item boxes. So it's almost like a little storage chest. So I don't bother building a small storage chest in the beginning. I save all my resources and I build this first to put my resources in that I collect. Berries, wood. You're really going to need a lot of wood later on. Your rock, you're going to need your rock. And you'll see it when you build this mortar and pestle. You're going to need 80 odd rock or stone. So once it's built, put it in. Following that, now that you've got this mortar and pestle, what do? Well, I studied clay, how to make clay. I studied how to make spark powder, and thereafter I've also learned how to do the narcotics. And the reason for that is the sand, all the sand you pick up, all this cactus juice you pick up. You look at this, you walk around, you're picking up sand, you're picking up stone, you hitting the cactus as we said earlier on. Use the axe here, I'm going to get more of the juice. Oops, that one I've damaged before. Let's run to the next one. Bang, 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 there we go, cactus sap. So I picked up sand, we've got cactus sap. Here we go, going back to our little base. Jump in here, push E. We put in the cactus sap and we put in the sand. And we studied this clay Ingram at the Ingram points. So now it's here in the mortar and pestle. We click on it and we craft. There we go, it's going to start crafting. Notice to your right on the XP bar, your experience bar, it is increasing. So now, not only when you're running around outside, hitting things, picking up stuff, everything you've placed into this mortar and pestle is going to be working along, and you're going to be getting this experience in the background. Therefore, forcing your experience up and power leveling yourself. Don't worry, once you put those things in, you can put in your stone, your flint. Watch, there's your spark powder. Click on the spark powder. You can use the spark powder for making fire. I prefer that because wood is much more difficult to find in these areas, so I wouldn't want to put wood in a cooking pot. I would rather put the spark powder in to burn it and it leaves no residue. So what did I do after that? Well, then I went and I studied my bed. Well, I don't mind me dying now because I've got a bed here and I don't want to hold up the video. So I'm going to go outside. I'm going to look. I'm going to run around and look. This over here. Obviously you don't want to attack it. It says it's a level 15, but you're going to die. It'll kill you. This Judicarus over here is a really strong little character and you're not going to make it. That's what I'm looking for. There's the Jerboa over there. I haven't made a spear, so I'm going to go... Oh, I have made a spear. Where's my spear? There's my spear. Put my spear in, go to number 3 slot. So here's my jerboa. I'm not going to tame it. I want to harvest it. Alright. And there it runs with a spear bigger than its body away. Killed it. And I'm actually holding it. Push E to release. I want the leather, so what am I going for? The pickaxe. I pick the pickaxe and I harvest. Left click on it. Alright, 11 hide, 17 meat. I did tell you such little suckers carry a lot of meat, a lot of hide. Be careful. Don't go running out all over the show now looking for another one, because you will also probably get eaten. Bring it back, try and put it into your mortar and test it. But remember, as I was saying, once you build the base, make sure you know where it is. I'm getting very thirsty now. I'm going to use this new glitch or trick, whatever it was from Ark, that we can get water out of the cactus just by hitting it. Oh, this one, there we go, right in the end I'm getting some. And I'm filling my water up. Right, the other one that we can kill for hide is the old plesiosaur over here. The problem with it, hit it once and it runs like a bat out of hell. So, what do? A bowler. If you have spare Ingram points, make a bowler. It's worthwhile, and I'll tell you the reasons. The reasons are, you can bowler these larger animals, making them not be able to run away from you, as well as defense. If a raptor sees you and attacks you, well guys, at our level, you're dead. So, if you're being attacked by a raptor, and it's coming for you, you back up slowly like this, hold in your left button, and then release on it. Look at that. So, now we're going to kill this one. Obviously the raptor, don't go around to its head, because from this side it's just going to bite you. Raptor, once you've done that, you run around the back and you kill it from behind. Right, dead it is. Pickaxe we go again. Harvest. We're getting our meat, we're getting our hide. I mean, look at that. What a score, what a score. What have we connected so far? Have we got enough for a bed? Although I have a bed already. Well, it says we needed 40. We've got 35. We've got 2 of the fiber and the wood we have, we pick up easy. So there we go. Not too difficult. And once you got a bed, when you die, you will respawn here. However, when you're dying out there, try and get a good look of the area where you're going to die. Because whatever's going to kill you, you're going to have to go back and find your bag. All the items you had inside with you are left there. So you'll spawn here, then you're going to go all the way back, find your body. If you're lucky, you'll have a body there. If it was a carnivorous creature, it would have eaten you. It'll leave a little bag. Then you're going to go find it and bring it back. Also note that there's a cool down period on this bed. One bed, you've got a couple of minutes. You can't just run straight out and die. As soon as you think you're going to get back and going again, it's going to say there's a cool down period of which you got to wait. To avoid that, you can build a second bed. Place it over the top of this one if you want. There, so if you do die out there a second time, there's no cooldown period in your second bed, and you can automatically go. So where are we now? We've studied all those, and we got to our bed, which is very important. Once we got our bed, we basically got a small base. So now we got our bed. What do we do after that? Guys, you don't have to do the wood foundation, the wood walls and things like that. Keep those Ingram points. Don't do the cooking pot yet. Keep those Ingram points. There's the bowler. Take the bowler. Go further. Don't take the spikes or anything like this yet. Don't take the whip. Not yet. You wait until we get to the adobe foundation. Alright? When you get to the adobe foundation, you can build adobe. And then, whatever you've been collecting all around your house all the time, you've been making clay. You've been collecting clay, you've been collecting wood. Those are the main ingredients for making clay, for building adobe. Here we've got the clay, so alright, we've got clay over here. I'll go around to my cooking pot because I use that as a storage as well. There's some clay over there. And there's my wood. So I'm going to go to craftables, say, oh, what am I short of? Fiber. All I need is fiber, and I can build myself some adobe. I don't have to do that right now because I've already done that, and it, as I've shown you before, is over here. This is only for extreme weather. I only need to get in here and stand here. It's a little bit stronger than our thatch wall and house, so I can take a little bit more punishment from anything that's attacking me. But yeah, I put 2 wooden boxes in here as well. Those I studied after studying the adobe, and that's just basically for storage. In here I've got some as well, just for my storage, because you don't want to throw stuff away you're going to need in the end. You'd rather keep that stuff. Same as these berries, the narco berries. I've collected them, we put them in here. The meat that we get, we collect and put in here as well. So there we go, spoiled meat plus narco berry. Go to the drugs, will make you narcotic. Narcotic we use when we're taming. I don't like using the berries so much, just because of the spoiling, etc. Once you've got narcotic, then it doesn't spoil. So where from here? Well, from there, we've got our narcotics. We've got pretty much everything. We've got our bowler. And we say, oh, I'm getting a bit hungry, so all I want to do is eat. We did collect some berries, put them into the inventory, eat them all up. So we say, alright, so maybe we should tame something. Thank you very much for watching episode 1, teaching the new players or the beginners some of the basics of Ark. I'll see you guys episode 2 in a little while.